Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Is there a reason you're wearing the Cubs shirt today? I'm not trying to pick a fight or anything. I'm just curious.
No, I guess there's no reason that I'm wearing it.
It's not
other than I'm a Cubs fan. So, I mean, why wouldn't I wear it?
Well, the Super Bowl's coming up, not the World Series.
My team's not playing in the Super Bowl.
Well, neither's mine, and my quarterback got caught on TikTok riding the back of a pickup drinking beer.
Oh, no. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I just read that this morning.
Oh, boy, Aaron Rodgers in trouble. That breaks my heart.
Well, he's not in trouble. It just went viral.
Oh.
Because they said he didn't have to practice for the Super Bowl, so I guess he was relaxing.
Well, yeah.
Oh, is that legal?
He has some extra time on his hands now.
Open a container in the box of a pickup. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Maybe it really wasn't him. I can't believe it was him.
I tell you what, with social media, you can't get away with anything. You just as well assume that you're being videoed.
Yeah. And then after watching 60 Minutes last night, I don't know what to do.
I didn't watch 60 Minutes.
You should have.
Oh.
You should have, because the Chinese are trying to get your DNA.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't spit in the tube unless you want the Chinese to have all your DNA data.
Great.
That way they can put face recognition software and find you anywhere they want.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're just full of uplifting news this morning.
I really am. I'm just full of happy things, yes. Okay. It's Monday, right?
It is. A new week has dawned.
Great weekend of athletics at the high school level. A little bit of a glitch on Friday because we were going to carry some ladies Husker volleyball for you, and the opposite team had some COVID issues, and an hour or so before the actual broadcast, they pulled the plug on it. So we apologize, but that's what took place.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Of course, I was calling the Broken Bow girls basketball game that afternoon, and I think I had just announced, hey, stay tuned, we'll have Husker volleyball coming up after the game at around 5:30. And, like, just a millisecond after I said that, Jeremy is texting me. They just canceled the game.
Yeah. Yeah. We was in the kitchen, and Joan said, I thought the Huskers were going to be on today. And it was after 6. I'm going, uh-oh. And then I checked my phone and saw that, yeah. And that's just the way it's going to be this year. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, true.
Let's just kind of be ready for changes along the way. Today on The Breakfast Show, we have a conversation with Veronica Smith, who will be talking on behalf of the Broken Bow Area Rotary this morning. That should be interesting. We always sneak in a few hospital questions that she is so wonderful about answering. So we're going to talk to her a little bit today in the 8 o'clock hour. We don't have a lot of school lunch menus for you this morning because it's the first day of February, and they haven't all come in. And on Kristen's behalf, she was out on some medical leave and just got back, Friday, trying to catch up on all the things we left on her desk while she was gone. So the menus didn't get gathered, or she's gathered them in there somewhere on that pile on her desk. But we'll get those for you, if not tomorrow, later on this week. So we don't have that, but we are going to be giving away a Love Local gift card today. 2 awards and more. And I'll probably tell Laura I love her, because I did have a question after one of the shows last week. I think it was on Thursday maybe, from one of our listeners. If I can find that for you. Yeah, this came in Thursday after the show, or maybe during the show and I didn't see it, because I was reciting some of the things that takes place in the Tell Laura I Love Her song.
Correct.
Where he's driving. Do you want me to do the whole thing?
No, that's quite all right. Yeah.
Anyway, he dies at a stock car race, trying to raise money for a wedding ring for his fiancée. He had to call her mother first to tell her. Anyway, sorry.
That's okay. Thanks for filling us all in.
The question went this way. Concerning Laura, what was the young rookie stock car driver's name? I don't think we've heard that yet. Have we? Question mark.
I don't know. I don't know if the song reveals it.
I don't think it does. I don't think it tells who the victim was in the fiery crash that was on the oval track right near the highway that said $1,000 prize. Could take a guess. Laura, let's see. Who would Laura be attracted to? A young man over heels in love with Laura.
I'm thinking of Rob.
Rob wouldn't be bad.
What do you think?
Yeah. Robbie even. Robbie might be. That'd be a kind of a stock car driver's name, Robbie. It's a good guess.
Thanks.
Wouldn't be Jim. Could be Jim.
Never know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Was that song sung in the third or first person? I can't remember. Because it's Tell Laura I Love Her.
Well, I believe I believe
it's sung in both?
I think it's the dead guy singing.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. I mean, he's gone. He's looking back at us here on the earth, telling the story. Sorry. Shouldn't have went there.
No. So, folks, you got that to look forward to later in the show.
That'll be on the show later. And there is some new vibration centered around aliens that has been brewing up. A lot of my friends on my websites are bringing me more and more information, factual news about not only possible alien sightings, but for sure. And just to make you feel better, Brent, because I wanted to research a little more about Bigfoot, my wife has given me a book to read about Bigfoot.
Oh.
Now, what it is, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be honest with you, it's about a U.S. senator who wrote a book about Bigfoot.
Really?
And he
current or former U.S. senator?
Well, I think he's still a U.S. senator. He was still one in 2018 when the book came out. I don't know. But he basically wrote the book to kind of describe to the reader how the Bigfoot fans, or what would you call them, fanatics, believers, believers, actually have many different ways of finding paths to believe in Bigfoot. And I did not know this, but in the book, women are attracted to Bigfoot.
Are they now?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. There's a whole contingency of women who have fantasies about dating Bigfoot.
Okay.
And they're very adamant about it. I'm going to keep.
So this senator, has he seen Bigfoot?
Well, he had an experience when he was about 10 years old with his grandpa. He doesn't believe in Bigfoot.
Okay.
But they were chased by some unidentified animal from the forest to her grandpa's house when they could get to their weapons. But then the Bigfoot, or whatever it was, decided not to come out any further and chase them. That was an experience he had with his grandpa. But he doesn't actually believe in Bigfoot.
I see.
But he does describe the believers.
But he writes a book about it.
About the believers.
Oh.
Not Bigfoot so much as about how people can come to believe things like Bigfoot.
But you don't believe in Bigfoot.
No, I don't.
You just believe in aliens and UFOs.
Yes, and it's simple, very simple to describe why. And again, I know you kind of roll your eyes, but we know we've lived on Earth a while. There are things that we don't know in the ocean that we haven't discovered yet. And I suppose there's even things on Earth that we haven't discovered yet. They just announced this morning that they have discovered a new type of whale that they didn't even know about.
Well, really?
Yeah, just last week. They announced it. But space is much different than Earth because space is infinity. It goes forever. There could be another Brent Apperson.
It's the final frontier.
There is. It is. And there could be another Brent Apperson sitting right now on a mirror of Earth doing a breakfast show.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You've heard that theory before, haven't you? That there's an image of Earth somewhere else?
Yeah. I think in the comic books they would call that person a a doppelganger.
That is not.
I
That
think.
is not in the comic books. That's in projected science books.
Oh. Okay.
So anyway, that just the update there. I'm not going to spend any more time on aliens today because I have a lot of research coming in from my friends on the net.
Well, I can't wait till you share that information.
Oh, trust me,
Because geez, if it's coming off the internet, we know it's factual.
It's intriguing. It's factual. It revs you up, gets you motivated to become more of a believer. We want to thank Viero Wireless. We believe that they have great services here in Broken Bow. That's a for sure on that.
Yes, we believe that's factual.
They will offer you services in internet and phone services, new phones, new pads to go along with that. Really great deals, especially for students right now. They have some really good student packages for you in the first year. So check them out. They serve Nebraska, Colorado, and Kansas. And they have a store right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Other locations nearby, Ord, Lexington, and North Platte, Kearney, Valentine, just to name a few, have stores where you can walk in and talk to the people, the service people in those stores. Or you can call this number, 877-484-2376. And again, we don't have any school lunch menus, so let's play the game.
Yeah, let's do. We've been asking questions regarding some comments that were made back in the year 2020. New year, new promises. Who said this in January 2020? Who said, quote, "This is going to be a fantastic year for Britain"? Your choices are Nigel Farage. I hope I pronounced that right. Prince Charles, Boris Johnson, or Ed Davey. Back in January of 2020, who made the statement, "This is going to be a fantastic year for Britain"? Nigel Farage, Prince Charles, Boris Johnson, or Ed Davey? Those are your choices.
All right, give us a call at 872-2801.
And action! It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Happy February from Bo Bootery. It's time for our winter clearance, so make sure you come and shop soon for the best selection. We've marked 30% off of our winter merchandise. Now that means shoes, fashion boots, snow boots, bear paws, Nordic beach wraps, tights, leggings, leather purses, and wallets. All are 30% off. We will be closed on Thursday, February 4th, because we will be at market. But remember, the winter clearance going on now at Bo Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
Ritter Hereford Ranch is hosting our annual production sale February 4th at 1 p.m. northwest of Callaway, Nebraska. 170 horned Hereford bulls and yearling heifers will sell. Our customers demand length, performance, disposition, and ease of birth. We select for these, plus carcass, cow traits, and eye appeal. You can have pounds and calving ease. Come and buy at Ritter's annual sale February 4th at Callaway.
We have Peg on the line. Good morning, Peg. How are you
Good
doing?
morning, gentlemen.
How are you?
Just fine.
Good, good. Do you have your...
Good morning.
Pardon?
It's a beautiful morning.
It is beautiful out there. It's nice and calm and
Bad.
about 8 degrees or so.
Yeah, I know.
Here's
You
Brent.
know, to that question, this one, I think, has hair worse looking than Trump. So it's got to be Boris Johnson.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right. That's it.
Their hair.
Yeah.
Talk about a bad hair day.
Yes, his is always messed up, isn't it?
Well, his is worse than Trump.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, it's a stressful position.
What?
It's a stressful position. He's probably
I
constantly
haven't
running
been
his...
to the beauty shop lately.
Well,
Oh, my God. I can't believe this world.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Well, what do they think that they're trying to show off this hairdo or what? Or they haven't had time to comb it, or the wife didn't get it combed or something?
I think it's the look. They want to look that way.
Oh, my God. Oh, I used to watch you comb your hair, and I thought you'd never get through.
Well, I'm glad you don't have to watch that anymore.
Well, I was stalking you. was sitting by the window, and I watch him. I said, "Oh my!" And there he goes back and forth and blow. I said, "My land, no wonder he's late for work." No,
Oh, Peg, you're the best.
that anymore because you don't comb your hair.
No, I don't. I've got the Boris look.
Oh, jeez. What did I win?
How about a personal pan pizza?
Oh, you're a sweetheart. You know I like that.
I do know that. So, yeah, we'll give you one. We got a token here for you that'll get you one. So just swing on out and see us when you can.
Can you come inside with a mask on?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yep. You wear a mask, you can go anywhere you want in here.
Who was that masked man?
Yeah, we'll know it's you, though, because we know your voice.
Who was that, the Lone Ranger?
Yes.
Yes, the Lone Ranger was the masked man.
Okay, I better get off so you can get making some money.
Thanks, Peg.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Take care. All right. It's always fun to talk to Peg. It's always a little scary to talk to Peg, but it's fun. All right, here's Elton John for you on a Monday. In the store, we came out this weekend and picked up some things, and I thought I would just check, because I always ask my wife to check when she shops your store on Thursdays to see if there's any smelt. And the bin is empty. Are we ever going to see smelt again?
Well, that's quite a question ever again. I certainly hope so, but as for the short term and the near long term, I'm thinking no. The answer's no. Andrew's been checking on that, and folks are wanting it for fishing and ice fishing and such.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it's just not available. And you hear different things. I heard that the smelt were unusually small this harvest season, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Anyway, it's one of those items that just isn't here right now.
Yeah, I think I did read where it wasn't really a pandemic thing or anything like that. It was the actual hatch of some sort that didn't turn out very good. But I'd rather have toilet paper than smelt.
There you go. Look on the bright side of things.
Yeah, okay. Tell us about all your specials today, Steve. Appreciate it.
Will do. Thank you, Dave. We've got an ad starting February 1st. How about that? We're into February of 2021, and this ad will last through February 7th, which will be a good day for a nice football game, we hope. The Chiefs versus the Buccaneers, and we'll see who comes out victorious. Well, if you're looking for a game day treat or maybe just your everyday items, the GK has you covered here. We'll start at the fresh meat department. We've got the 80% lean ground beef, 10-pound tube, $2.28 a pound. 8-pound average Hormel Natural Choice bone-in Boston butt pork roast, priced right at $1.38 a pound. Grocery Cart's own homemade pork sausage, $2.88 a pound. And Grocery Cart's premium aged choice certified Angus beef, eye of round roast or steaks, $4.48 a pound. So definitely pick up all that and more. We've got 2.5-pound bags of frozen Best Choice boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets, only $3.98. Throw one of those in the freezer and use them as you need them. Best Buy fresh frozen boneless, skinless chicken thighs, only $1.98 a pound. So those are priced right as well. Great for the smoker, as is a lot of these other items, such as the pork roast. So definitely maybe pull out the smoker this week. Johnsonville fresh brats or Italian sausage links, all varieties, $3.98 each. Hopping on over to the dairy deals, we've got Best Choice butter on ad this week, 1-pound varieties, $2.78 each. Simply orange juice, 52 ounces, 2 for $7. Best Choice shredded cheese, 8-ounce varieties, $1.88 each. Dean's dips, great with those dipping chips, 16-ounce packages, 2 for $3 on the Dean's dips. True Moo chocolate milk, half gallons, only 2 for $4. Definitely a great drink to have on hand. Over in the frozen foods at the GK, we've got Totino's pizza rolls, 48 ounces, $6.98 each. Kemp's ice cream pails, 128 ounces, $5.98 each. Banquet dinners, only 98 cents a piece. Red Baron pizzas priced right at 3 for $10. Pick all that up and more in your GK frozen foods department. And always want to remind you, before we hop on into the grocery deals, in all of our departments you'll find the orange tags, which are temporary price reductions, a little extra savings over the regular price to help out with your budget. Definitely look for those items as you're shopping as well. Grocery savings at the GK this week, 98 cents for Best Choice hot dog or hamburger buns. All these are 2 for $5. Sara Lee Artisano bread, Frito-Lay Doritos, and Nabisco Ritz or snack crackers are all 2 for $5. Pick up Frito-Lay kettle or Lay's chips for only $1.98 each. Rotel canned tomatoes with chilies, 98 cents each. Definitely pick up your Velveeta to go with that. Pepsi products, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, and other multi-packs, 3 for $10 this week. 24-pack can Coke, $6.98 each. Coca-Cola 6-pack half-liter bottles, only 4 for $9. So pick up all those great deals and more. Continuing in the grocery savings, Gatorade Thirst Quencher 8-pack bottles, only $4.98. Pillsbury brownies, 4 for $5. Betty Crocker cake mix, 4 for $5. And Betty Crocker frosting to go with that, $1.68 each. We've also got cremette pasta on sale this week, 98 cents each. Prego pasta sauce to go with that, $1.88 each. Pringles chips in a canister, 2 for $3. And Pace County sauce, 16-ounce varieties, 2 for $3. And the savings go on and on. We've got great items over in the farm fresh produce at the GK. First off, Idaho russet potatoes in an 8-pound bag. Yes, an 8-pound bag, $2.98 each. We've also got a Highline sliced mushrooms, 8-ounce package, 2 for $4. And a lot of great deals to make your own salsa, top off your taco, make some guacamole, or just buy some guacamole dip. So here they are. Fresh limes or lemons, 5 for $2. 8-ounce bag shredded lettuce, $1.18. Cilantro in a bunch, fresh, for 48 cents each. Holy guacamole dips, select varieties, 2 for $5. And Haas avocados, 98 cents each. So great for any time of the week, taco night, or the big game day. Also, definitely check out the Fresh Deli at the GK. They can cook for you any time of the week. Pick up the happy hour tenders by Chester's from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., dollar tenders every day of the week. Delicious Chester's chicken in packs with sides are always a great option. This week on ad, we've got Kretschmar ham off the bone, $6.98 a pound, and Kretschmar yellow or white American cheese, $5.98 a pound. Of course, this is sliced the way you want it, as much as you want. Mrs. Jerry's Greek feta salad is a great side, $3.98 a pound this week on ad. For Super Bowl or any event, don't forget to choose the GK Deli department. Give them a call. Order up a meat and cheese tray for sandwiches and cracker snacker tray for crackers and such. So great items to have on hand for any event and for your Super Bowl party. Also this week in the deli, don't forget, each day of the week we have, at least Monday through Friday, we have a nice lunch option, and you can dine in or take it to go this fine week, this fine Monday. Chinese with 2 sides and a drink. Tuesday, ribs. Wednesday, smothered queso burrito. Thursday, prime rib sandwich. And Friday, bull fries. That sounds like an all-star lineup right there. And don't forget, every 11th main menu option that you purchase with your GK Rewards card is free. That's a great deal as well. Over in the GK Bakery department, remember, they can suit you up with any event-style cake that you might need for a wedding, anniversary, birthday. Definitely give them a call at 872-2206. On ad this week, Loft House unfrosted cookies, 12 count, $2.98 each. Hop on over to that wine and spirits shop, open every day of the week except for Sunday, 12 p.m. to 10. Don't forget that. And on ad this week, Budweiser, the Bud family, Coors family, and Miller Lite 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, only $18.98, and Busch or Busch Light 30-pack, 12-ounce cans, $19.48. Rewards bonus items, last but not least. For an example, if you bought one of each of these items, you would spend around $28, and you would earn 2,900 points. What would you do with about 3,000 points? Well, you could use it for free items at the GK, which is super popular, or also, just as popular, get discounts on gas at your local Casey's here in Broken Bow. Let's talk about those items, and there's no limit on any of these items. Heinz ketchup, 38 ounces, $2.48, earn 300 points. Daisy sour cream, 16 ounces, $1.85, earn 200 points. King's Hawaiian slider buns, 9 count, $2.98, earn 300 points. Don Pancho chicken burrito bowl kit. It's a new item over in the deli, grab-and-go case, which has a lot of other items as well, but pick out these. They're new, $7.68 for the Don Pancho chicken burrito bowl kit, 900 points on each of those as well. Bar S sliced bologna or cotto salami, 2 for $3, earn 150 points. Eat Smart vegetable tray in produce, $6.98, earn 700 points. Keebler Zesta saltine crackers, 2 for $4, earn 250 points. And Mr. D's potatoes, 2 for $4, earn 200 points. So lots of great deals this week at the GK. We'll be rolling into the Super Bowl soon, and then After that, we'll have Valentine's Day, so a lot of great deals coming up for that as well.
All right, Steve, thanks so much. Have a great week, and thanks for spending time with us this morning on The Breakfast Show. Appreciate it.
You betcha. Thanks, Dave.
Yep. 1 minute past the hour. We'll take a quick time out, and when we come back, we'll have news for you here on this Monday morning.
Everyone loves winter. Your car door is frozen shut, it takes 10 minutes to regain feeling in your extremities after going outside, and you just wiped out on a patch of ice. While Runza can't make it any warmer, we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Every Tuesday in January and February, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy medium fries and a drink. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town, and we will help you achieve your goals and keep you moving in 2021. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Snowplows are out in places like New York City, getting hammered by a major winter snowstorm. CBS meteorologist Jeff Berardelli.
This storm is going to progress kind of its way northward as we head through the day, so we're going to start to see the heavy snow break out in places like Boston and the Berkshires, and eventually that will head up into New Hampshire and Vermont as well. And along the immediate coast, it could even mix with a little bit of sleet and maybe a little bit of rain as well.
There's snow in D.C., but a meeting is still on between President Biden and 10 Republican senators, hoping for a compromise on his COVID relief plan. Senior advisor Cedric Richmond tells CBS
he is very willing to meet with anyone to advance the agenda.
A showdown could be looming between the city of Chicago and teachers who've been ordered to report to schools without an agreement on COVID safety. The union's Thad Goodchild.
That would be both an unfair labor practice and a violation of our contract.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. According to State Senator Myron Dorn of Adams, who sits on the Appropriations Committee, a proposed constitutional amendment to cap the amount of property tax money local governments can raise at 3% stands a good chance of getting out of the Revenue Committee and being debated on the floor of the Nebraska legislature. If passed by the legislature, LR 22CA would go before voters in the November 22 general election. Dorn says it appears the measure is designed to head off situations where property valuations go up significantly, but tax levies remain the same or rise. Under the amendment introduced at the request of Governor Pete Ricketts, actual growth and real value will be exempt from considerations in the 3% cap, and bond issues approved by voters would not be considered as part of the cap as well. A political subdivision could override the limit if a majority of legal voters at a special election approve, something that seems unlikely if not impossible. Dorn, who formerly was a chairman of the Gage County Board, said it is possible to hold down the property tax collection. Some opponents of the cap proposal say local governments are already limited by levy and spending restrictions and can't raise revenue from other sources. A lobbyist for the League of Nebraska Municipalities said such a constitutional provision is problematic for its lack of flexibility, pointing out that about half of the state's cities and villages are already near their levy limits. A train hit the back of a car near Lincoln on Thursday, according to the Lincoln-Lancaster Sheriff's Office. Last week, deputies said a car was sitting on the tracks as a train was approaching, and the car was unable to get out of the way in time. The crash occurred around 12:40 p.m. Thursday at West Saltillo and Southwest 114th Street in the southwestern portion of Lancaster County. The sheriff's office said they initially feared the accident was much worse, but upon arrival they located just one person in the vehicle, the driver. The driver was pulled from the vehicle with minor injuries. According to deputies, the train staff said a snow grader had just gone over the tracks, and it looked like the driver was following the snow grader trying to clear snow off the tracks, but did not have time to completely cross. Authorities said the train hit the back end of the car going 50 miles per hour. Law enforcement officials remind drivers to be careful near train tracks, especially during winter weather.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking the night in the NBA, 6 games on the schedule with the Nuggets knocking off the Jazz 128-117. Utah's 11-game win streak is snapped. Denver's Nikola Jokic led the way in the win with 47 points and 12 rebounds. The Clippers beat the Knicks 129-115. LA is now 16-5, best record in the NBA as they move a half game up on Utah. The Nets scored 146 points. Bad news is they let the Wizards score 149 points. Washington scored 8 points in the final 8.1 seconds to rally for the win. Russell Westbrook, 41 points, leading the Wizards. 76ers over the Pacers, 119-110. Raptors beat the Magic, 115-102, and the Timberwolves topped the Cavaliers, 109-104. College basketball, 2 ranked teams in action. Number 6, Houston improved to 15-1 with a 70-48 win over SMU. Number 13, Ohio State beat Michigan State, 79-62. NHL games of note, Oilers over the Senators, 8-5 overtime. Wild beat the Avalanche 4-3. Overtime, Flyers beat the Islanders 4-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for partly to mostly sunny skies with high temperatures working up to 44 degrees. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, some patchy fog possible, low of 21. For Tuesday, some lingering fog in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny into the afternoon with highs up to 45 degrees. Wednesday, partial sun, low 50s, with a slight chance for snow on Thursday. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Thank you, Janet. 7 degrees above zero under a clear sky. Winds are calm. That really helps this morning. Barometric pressure's at 30.29, so that's down 1 point in the last hour. Humidity at 91%. Our high yesterday, 41, with an overnight low of 7 degrees. Sun set today at 5:54. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:49. And nothing to talk about in the rain gauge this morning. We ended up January with 49 hundredths precipitation here at the KCNI KBBN studios. It's 9 past the hour of 8 o'clock. As promised, we'll be contacting Veronica with the Broken Bow Area Rotary, and we'll be doing that here in just a little bit. In the meantime, here's a little Piano Man for you.
do the Zoom, you can really bring in speakers from across the world. We've had Rotary meetings with our sister Rotary Club in Zimbabwe, which we have helped with some projects, and so just connecting globally is incredible to be able to do that. So, and that's what Rotary is really all about, is making those connections and trying to find different ways to serve people. So one thing that we're doing here locally, we had to get, of course, created again, and I've talked about it previously, but now we are kicking off the One Book, One Custer County. Rotary's partnering with the Broken Bow Library to bring together anyone that's interested to read the same book and then have some events and conversations around that book. And last week, I believe it was, the library released on their website, the author had done a video to introduce the book to us. And so that book is called Wildland, and the author is Rebecca Hodge. And it sounds like it's going to be a great book about wildfires and animals and all sorts of things. So if anybody's interested in that, certainly contacting the library and getting more information. Books will be available. And then throughout February, March, there will be some book-related events that the library is putting on. And then in in May, the author, Rebecca, actually will be doing a Zoom book discussion with us at 7 p.m. I believe it's on May 17th, but that will be more clear as that date gets closer. But really excited to bring that. It's a nice way to bring people together, unified around the discussion of a book.
That's a great program, and it's going to be exciting to have the actual author. Very topical, I would think, with wildfires and all of the things that we dealt with in 2020. I don't know how close that fits the storyline, but it should be really interesting. And there you go again. Like you said, you probably wouldn't have been able to or thought about having this to where you could do it this way.
Yeah, exactly. And so it really has opened up. You know, COVID has brought, as much as we've had to deal with, it has really brought out some innovation and creativity for everyone.
You bet. Locally here, you continue to ask people if they have any interest at all to contact you or one of your other members to get involved so they can enjoy some of these programs and be a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. We keep adding members. We get the word out. They can certainly contact me here at the hospital is probably the best way to get a hold of me to talk about their interest in Rotary. We are excited to know that Jess McCaslin will be, she's the president-elect, so she will be the president starting in July. And so we just continue to keep rolling, and it's just really fun to come up with different ideas that we can do to help the community.
You bet. Someday down the road, Veronica will be able to come up and have a chance to eat some of that good food at the hospital and sit around the table like we used to. But right now, these are great ways to continue to prosper and do the good things that the Rotary does.
Yeah, the good old days when we actually used to be able to connect face to face. That's going to come shortly. It's things are definitely looking up in the COVID way of things. So we're hoping that is going to come sooner than later.
All right. Is there any other highlights you wanted to bring to us this morning about the Rotary?
I think that covers it. Be looking for the One Book, One Custer County information. I think it's something that people could really get interested in. If you're a reader, or even if you're not a reader, it might be time to start to learn about book clubs and how those discussions go. So appreciate that.
Okay, very, very good. One thing that I would ask you is, would you consider, I know you kind of the guidelines here, but would you consider a book on Bigfoot?
You consider a book on Bigfoot?
Yeah. I mean, I got a book right now that my wife is having me read, and if I get through it, I should be done with it the way I read in about a year, Veronica. So when I get done with it.
You tell me how it is, and then we'll consider it. You give us the official book review.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I know that Joan enjoyed having you in the library for book discussion and so forth, and I know that Megan and the crew love working with the Rotary. It's a great partnership, so thanks for doing that. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. A couple questions. I did ask Veronica off the air if she would mind answering some hospital questions, and she's always very, very nice about and very open about that. Let's start with the pandemic, the COVID situation. Last time we talked to you when you were on the air with us, you were running about 4 or 5 to 6 people in the hospital. Where are we at right now?
So we are seeing things get back to a little bit more normal in the way of our census. So we are back to 2-3 patients. I think today we have 1 in. And definitely less COVID inpatients, COVID positive inpatients in our COVID unit. So we are seeing a decline in the COVID activity, which is really great to see. I don't know what to attribute that to. If it's just run its course, I just don't know. But it's good to see. It's given our staff a breather. Yeah,
that's probably the biggest thing is the. Well, number one, we have less chance of losing our loved ones, and then number two, the people that you work with need that break, and we know that there could be another strain coming. There could not be. We just don't know what to expect, but this gives you a little breathing room, which is really good. Veronica, do you see a lot of follow-up? I know some folks personally that have been victims of the COVID. They remain in watch for like blood clots and so forth in the lungs and some of the side effects. Do you see some of that coming in the hospital as well?
Yes, we have. I think if you ask the physicians, they would say that they have seen some of those. I think they're terming them long haulers, where there is some residual effect in the lungs, fatigue, possible heart issues, and so there is definitely some of that we have seen locally, and you manage it and see how it goes. Mm-hmm. It definitely is interesting to watch how information comes out on how treatments occur. So we may be thinking one treatment is the right way, and then as COVID has gone from the beginning, research and evaluation and clinical trials say, okay, no, this is more effective. So that continues, and that will continue as we see variants and also as the vaccine rolls out. Okay,
and of course the vaccine is the big player here. If we can get the vaccines going a little bit more readily here, all over the country, really, but we're no exception. That would certainly help your staff and your operation as well, I would think.
Absolutely, we've had many staff take the first round of vaccine and are set to take the second round this Friday. And then continue on. I know that there's a sense that the vaccine isn't getting to us quickly enough, and I know that everyone's doing the best they can with the allocations to the states. So we're just working with Loop Basin Public Health to manage that as we can. There is also conversation about, we're a Test Nebraska collection site, and that may flip over to being a vaccination site. We'll see what comes of that as well. Okay, all right. And then finally, we had the story that was in the paper and so forth. You made the announcement. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody would be happy to see this, but it's a fact that you're going to be discontinuing baby delivery in August of this year. I thought you might want to talk about that a little bit. I'm sure you get a lot of questions about that. Sure. Incredibly tough decision. The board, the physicians just really had to just take a hard look at what are the best ways that we serve our communities. And certainly we have limited resources in rural health and in rural health care across the country, and so you have to be good stewards of those resources. And And of course, Dr. Thompson is leaving, and she was one of the 2 physicians that were delivering babies and able to do C-sections. And so C-section coverage has to happen 24/7, 365. There has to be somebody locally that can respond immediately in way of a physician to be able to do a C-section should a mom need that. And with Dr. Thompson leaving, that leaves Dr. MNAC able to do C-sections. And that's a lot to ask of one person. And, so then you think, okay, well, can we recruit? And the number of family practice physicians that are coming out of med school that can do C-sections is very, very small. And so that would take that'll take a couple years to be able to bring someone like that to us, like we did with Dr. Thompson, and we waited for her for a couple years. And so then we had to think, okay, so do we try to patch it together to bridge it? What's the best thing here? And to suspend it again and start again, that's just not the best way to go about it either. So in the evaluation of that, it takes, we did 29 deliveries in the last year. We have, through our research, we learned that to keep our staff competent, you need to have about 80 deliveries. And when I say competent, I mean keeping them trained up, that they see it enough, that they're comfortable doing it, that they have their skills up for that. And, 29 deliveries just doesn't give enough exposure for that specialty care to keep that comfort level. And then we had to look at it also, financially. The board has always said, this is a community service. We're not interested in making money, and that is absolutely true. But to actually even break even now in the world of labor and delivery in a critical access hospital like us, you have to deliver 195. And so we just had to look at, can we look at growing this when we're up against the spa-like environments that bigger hospitals provide. It just really becomes a whole spa-like experience for the families. And is it the best use of our limited resources? It's also very labor intense, no pun intended. It's very one service line that is very intense for our staff and our small staff. So you have to have every nurse that is available being able to provide that specialty mom and babe care. So, like I said, very, very tough decision. We looked at all sorts of different ways that we could keep it going, and just ultimately decided that, we bucked the trend bringing it back. And now we're looking at, being another one of those critical access hospitals across the country that have had these conversations around the boardroom table, saying, it's just not feasible to continue.
Well, I'm glad you laid that out and explained it. Makes a little more sense when you get all the details. So we appreciate that very much, Veronica. And, I guess what most of us are probably hoping for is that environment somehow changes and the table is reset somehow down the road to where, it is feasible. But we understand if you're not trying to make money delivering babies, but it is something that you have to have more of than we have to make it plausible. Hopefully someday that will be reset and we can do it down the road.
Yeah, there would have to be a lot of industry changes that occur. The rules and regulations are very, very daunting. Again, for everyone that works in a rural healthcare environment, we're generalists. We have to know a little bit of everything, and so you want to have good outcomes. We had great outcomes with all of our deliveries. We felt really solid about the care that we delivered. But it just is, how sustainable is that when you're up against a shortage of nursing, a shortage of physicians that are working in rural areas? So it's, there's just so many different things internally and externally to balance with that decision.
Okay. Well, hopefully someday we'll get a few more of those general practitioners than specialists, but I think that specialty part of it is kind of part of the equation there. So we thank you for explaining it, and hope that you have a great week. And when I get done with that Bigfoot book about a year from now, I'll get back to you.
Okay, I'll try to remember that is something that I'm waiting for.
Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate it, as always.
All right. Have a great Monday.
Yeah, take care.
Goodbye.
All right. It's 8:31. We'll take a timeout.
The early bird gets the worm and the savings. Ag producers, now is the time to order alfalfa and summer annual forages from Arrow Seed. By taking advantage of early order and early pay discounts, you are making sure you have the seed you need come spring, and you will save money too. Visit arrowseed.com or your local Arrow Seed dealer to see how much you can save. Act by February 10th for greatest savings. Arrow Seed, first in forage.
Since 1917, Nebraska State Bank has been helping Custer County and its neighbors progress with innovative products and superior service. And they are here with you, helping you achieve your goals, reinvesting in our area by involvement, leadership, and donation as a means to help others strive and succeed and to further invest in our communities. With all of their locations here in Custer County, Nebraska State Bank is proud to serve you in Callaway, Myrna, and 2 locations in Broken Bow, and online anywhere all the time at nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Have you heard? A secret hoard of 1888 Morgan silver dollars has been found. These gorgeous 1888 O Morgans are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck. And less than 500 of these coins are available. Coin experts are calling the Great Southern Treasury Hoard an incredible opportunity. Just call GovMint at 1-800-719-9079 and you are guaranteed a mint condition 1888 Morgan silver dollar featuring the iconic O mint mark of the New Orleans Mint. These 132-year-old coins were found in sealed bags that have been untouched since 1888. That makes these unopened bags of Morgan silver dollars extremely rare. To learn more, call 1-800-719-9079. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $10 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-719-9079 now to secure your 1888 O Morgan silver.
those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Mamma mia! Godfather's Pizza inside Gary's Superfoods has a special deal going on right now. Get a large one-topping pizza for just $8.99. If you haven't tried Godfather's Pizza in Broken Bow yet, now is a great time to. $8.99 large pizzas from Godfather's inside Gary's Superfoods. Don't forget they deliver. Call your order into 872-0091 or 872-0092. That's 872-0091 or 872-0092 for Godfather's Pizza at Gary's Superfoods in Broken Bow.
Hey up! Bulls are ready and heading to the Graff and Tumbling Tea Angus Bull Sale, Saturday, February 6th, 1 o'clock east of Ogallala on Highway 30. Angus bulls with performance, eye appeal, maternal and carcass traits, sired by SAV Territory, Epic, Keneally Legendary, Special Agent, Top Money, and Keneally 1682 Night Watch. EPDs verified with DNA testing, performance weights, and genomically ranked within the top 1 to 25% of the entire Angus breed to ensure optimizing and complementing your cattle business. Age advantaged and yearlings for your selection. Free feeding and delivery in March. View the bulls early in person or on the web at graffcattle.com. Call Chuck at 308-289-5841 or Trevor at 308-726-3366. That's Saturday, February 6th on DV Auction or better yet in person for Graff and Tumbling Tea Angus, Ogallala.
20 minutes before the hour, Dave and Brent with you here on The Breakfast Show. We'll be giving away a Love Local gift card. That is being made possible by Awards and More today. So be listening. We'll give you a chance to win that and take that card in and get some good things going at Awards and More. We'll be doing that a little bit later on in the show. Also, I want to talk a little bit this morning about tomorrow. A couple of things tomorrow. The Broken Bow Food Pantry will be open from 1 until 3. And by the way, they accept non-perishable food items, toiletries, paper products, and monetary donations. They're located at 1100 South 6th Avenue right here in Broken Bow. And tomorrow on The Breakfast Show, we'll be giving away a $25 card to Chapin's as part of the Love Local promotion. So listen tomorrow for that as well. Later on in the week, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill card, Nebraska State Bank card. So we'll be doing that every day of The Breakfast Show all the way through February into March.
All right.
Sports-wise, today we have nothing going on high school-wise. We do have the talk show tonight, Sports Nightly, now stretching out to 2 hours since we're into February now. And then tomorrow it's MNAC wrestling and more girls and boys basketball.
Yeah, we'll be going to Mullen to cover the MNAC wrestling tournament. And they're going to schedule to start matches in the morning at 10:30. So we'll be on the air with you through the morning into the early to mid-afternoon, and we'll have the MNAC tournament for you. Mr. Crawley and I will go up and cover that for you. And that'll be radio only, and we'll have it for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and also on KBBN.com. So we'll get going in front of 10:30 and then have matches starting at around that time. And then Gavin and Jeremy are going to go to Lexington, and they're going to cover Broken Bow basketball for you, as we'll have those games on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com tomorrow night. And the guys are going to take the video camera with them, and assuming everything works according to plan, we will plan to have a live video stream accompanied by the radio call of the Broken Bow Lexington girls and boys games for you tomorrow night from Lex.
All right, that's on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll have just Sports Nightly, and then we'll have more sports for you on Thursday that we'll talk about later in the week and promoting on our radio shows that each of the guys are doing through the day and nighttime hours. Want to talk a little bit about Quality Senior Villages this morning. Again, folks, we are so fortunate to have a facility that is dedicated to folks who are suffering memory loss and dementia. And There is a lot of that going on in this world and this country and this state and in this community, and we're so lucky to have Quality Senior Villages here serving our communities.
Yeah, they are a wonderful care facility, specializing in those who are battling through Alzheimer's and related dementia. And if you'd like to find out more about their services within the facility and also some of the services that they provide outside the facility as well, caring for those that are battling through Alzheimer's and related dementia, you can call them at 872-6387. That number again is 872-6387.
All right, thank you very much, Brent Apperson. Today is Don Everly's birthday.
Oh, of the Everly brothers.
Yep.
And let's see, Phil, right? Was it Don and Phil?
Yep, and Don is celebrating a birthday today.
All right.
Born in 1937, 84 years ago. This was their first hit back in 57.
And stretch your dollar further with Premier Checking from Bruning Bank. With Premier Checking, you earn interest on your account for completing simple actions you already do. Currently have an account with us? Transitioning takes less than a minute. Interested in setting up a new account? Sign up is quick and easy. Stop in or call one of our friendly customer service representatives to get started. Visit bruningbank.com for rates and details. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Everyone loves winter. Your car door is frozen shut, it takes 10 minutes to regain feeling in your extremities after going outside, and you just wiped out on a patch of ice. While Runza can't make it any warmer, we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Every Tuesday in January and February, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy medium fries and a drink. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Napa know-how. Sun up to sundown. That's the average working day of farmers, truck drivers, and construction workers everywhere. And Napa is here to help you get the job done. During our Napa Gold Filter Sale, February 1st through the 13th, bring in a list of your equipment's oil, air, fuel, and hydraulic filters. We'll stock you up and save you some of your hard-earned cash. So what are you waiting for? Daylight's a-burnin'. Head to Winquest for their Napa Gold Filter Sale, February 1st through the 13th at Winquest Incorporated, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
8:48 is your time. This is the start of Black History Month, which is important, and I think maybe in these times more important than ever. February is Black History Month, celebrating the important events and milestones and people who shaped African American culture and history. Celebrated clear back in February of 1926. So it's been going on for a long time. It really started because it was celebrating the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, but it has been today set aside for African American citizens here in the U.S. Something I didn't realize, and I was watching a ESPN show last night, of all things. I don't normally do that, and they have a program on there right now talking about the contributions that black athletes have made. Many, Arthur Ashe, Muhammad Ali, Hank Aaron, and the list is very, very long of people who have advanced people's way of thinking through sports, and that's pretty cool. And then, of course, we think about music. So many influences from African Americans in our music. And I did not know this until this morning, that there was a black Woodstock back in 1960s.
Really?
We know of the Woodstock on the farm where all the folks were there, and Jimi Hendrix got up and played in the morning when none of them knew where they were anymore. But there was a black Woodstock back in 1969, and now you can see the footage of the Harlem Cultural Festival, featuring performers like Stevie Wonder and Gladys Knight and the Pips and many others. Finally seeing the light of day with this film. I'll be looking forward to seeing that. The new documentary is called Summer of Soul, made its debut on the opening night of Sundance Film Festival. And they used 40 hours of footage that a TV producer had in his basement for decades.
Really? Wow,
yeah.
Neat.
He tried to sell the footage to studios, but was turned down. It was found after his death in 2017. So we're going to be able to see, in essence, a black Woodstock from 1969 in the near future. So that's kind of cool.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, lots of, the black musicians who influenced music over the years, much like sports, is big. Now, this is also a very unsettling day for some, and I think you'll be one of those people. I know you well enough. We've worked together long enough to know what you do and don't like in most cases. Today is National Serpent Day. Snake Day, basically.
Okay, yeah, no thank you. So, what, we have a day to celebrate the snake?
Yep.
Yuck.
Someone decided snakes need a day, so they're setting aside this day in the honor of snakes. There are more than 3,000 species of snakes, and a lot of them won't think twice about biting you and leaving a little poison in your veins, much like Putin from Russia. A snake, now this is going to creep you out a little bit.
Oh, good.
1 out of 8 snakes are poisonous, by the way. A snake can unhinge its jaw so it can stuff up to 3 times its size into its body. So it's pretty gross when you see a snake, crawl over the top of a rabbit and swallow it. But think about how many McNuggets you've eaten before. I'm not just saying you.
What does McNuggets have to do with snakes? I'm not following.
Well, just think how many you can eat and put into your tummy.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, right, okay. I follow you now, I guess.
Now, the world's longest snake.
Oh, yeah, I would be interested in this.
Python.
Okay.
18 feet or longer. 18 feet, that's like...
Can you imagine walking through the jungle and coming across an 18-foot python?
That's 2 basketball hoops.
I know.
Darn near it. If they're longer, it would be 20-foot python.
Oh, my gracious. I wonder what the... what's the word I'm
big
looking
around?
for? Yes, yeah, how big around it was.
Oh, in the middle, I bet it's huge.
Yeah.
Put a pig in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for, yes, I don't enjoy snakes. Just the smallest of snakes will just, send me running the other way.
The world's longest snake is a python who can grow 18 feet or longer. So let's go down to gator country.
not a secret. They have several insurance companies you can choose from for your commercial business, farm, and personal auto. They've moved it all. Why not save money while getting great coverage at the same time, backed by a couple of guys who have your back? Talk to Nate and Jack at Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today and insure your universe.
Don't let winter weather and the fear of falling keep you stranded for the season. Poor balance doesn't have to be a consequence of aging. Pearson Physical Therapy has been helping their patients stay on their feet and take back their independence through individualized balance training programs. Reduce your chance for falls and regain your confidence this winter by calling 872-5800 for a free fall risk assessment from Pearson Physical Therapy, offering clinic, home, and telemedicine visits. Don't fall, give Pearson's a call at 872-5800.
Shop some great deals for the game at Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube, $2.28 a pound. Bone-in Boston butt pork roast, $1.38 a pound, averaging 8 pounds. GK's homemade pork sausage is $2.88 a pound, and get 2.5-pound bags of Best Choice boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets for $3.98. Best Choice Grade A butter is $2.78, and grab up some Red Baron pizzas at 3 for $10. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, giving you deals for the big game.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A winter snowstorm is pounding the Northeast. CBS's Deborah Alfarone.
Here in the nation's capital, experiencing its first significant snowfall in almost 2 years, a snow emergency was declared. Similar declarations have been declared in New York City and Philadelphia and the entire state of New Jersey.
President Biden meets with 10 Republican senators today, hoping for a compromise on his $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
Among the key differences, stimulus checks would provide $1,000 instead of $1,400, and recipients would be capped at lower income brackets.
From New York,
I left my
98-year-old Tony Bennett is battling Alzheimer's disease, but his wife, Susan Benedetto, tells CBS This Morning
he knows all his kids, and he knows me. When you're somebody's caregiver 24/7, it goes a long way if they still know you.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
Major League Baseball has sent a proposal to its Players Association for the 2021 season. The deal includes full pay for players for a 154-game season. The season would be delayed for 1 month and then extended a week, according to Yahoo Sports. The deal would also include an expanded postseason. In NBA action last night, the Nuggets snapped the Jazz 11-game win streak with a 128-111 win. Nikola Jokic led Denver with 47 points. Clippers beat the Knicks 129-115. LA moves to a half game ahead of Utah with the best record in the NBA at 16-5. Wizards scored 8 points in the final 8.1 seconds to rally past the Nats 149-146. Russell Westbrook led Washington with 41 points, and 6th-ranked Houston improved to 15-1 with a win over SMU.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for partly to mostly sunny skies with high temperatures working up to 44 degrees. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, some patchy fog possible, low of 21. For Tuesday, some lingering fog in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny into the afternoon with highs up to 45 degrees. Wednesday, partial sun, low 50s, with a slight chance for snow on Thursday. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Spring is near, and Custer Electric and Irrigation is already gearing up for all things pivots. The books have begun filling up with the mild weather, so call today to replace old sprinkler packages or schedule your pivot inspections. Schedule a pivot inspection before March 1st and receive a discounted labor rate as well as a 10% discount on all replacement parts used. Lance follows a 47-point inspection process so you can feel confident in your pivot's performance as spring planting gets underway. Now through March 1st, enjoy 10% off all inventory. Stock up on gearboxes and center drives. Try that new FieldNet product you've been wanting. Or stock up on supplies for your next electrical job. All 10% off through March 1st. Interested in NF Trax tires or FieldNet products, but not sure if you want to take the plunge? They have limited availability for farm demos, so hurry and claim your demo products today. For your one-stop shop, call them at 308-880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
Did those lights just blink?
No, Dave.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge.
Thank you.
Not that I noticed.
12 degrees outside now. We're warming up.
Oh, yeah, we're warming up. It's 12 now. Actually, you know what? Excuse me. When that wind doesn't blow, you just don't notice the temperature like you do when the wind's blow. You know what I mean? Because I walked out this morning to get ready to come to work, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's cold, but the wind wasn't blowing, so you're almost like, oh, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference.
When it's, it can be 20 degrees, but if that wind is whipping out of the north, it feels colder than 12 degrees.
Yes, it does. It's 12 right now, and I don't believe the wind is a factor yet, so that's good news. Good morning to Crystal. Thanks for contacting us on our chat box. Good morning, Carol. Lois, good morning to you. Said good morning, it's almost Friday. It's a good way to look at it, Lois. And we also have Steve checking in with us as well. And there's also a note here from Isro Oma Opi replying that you can get on an app and get your $5,000 payment.
Oh, okay.
One of those. I'm telling you, folks, the internet's going to be the end of us.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
I try to have fun with it, but okay. Here's a story on a vaccination site shut down, and it turns out to be, I think, a good story. Police in Los Angeles had to shut down a COVID vaccine site at Dodger Stadium on Saturday because of an anti-vaccine protest. About 50 anti-vaxxers and Trump supporters blocked the entrance to the stadium, preventing folks waiting in long lines to enter. The site was shut down for about an hour, and no arrests were made, and everyone there that was scheduled still got their vaccine. So it turned out to be a good news story. Happened to see an email coming into a loved one the other day, and it was an email from a family member saying, in this big block of big letters, don't take the vaccine. Call me. Take zinc, blink, 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 blank, blank, blank. Some remedy that is flying around out there. Can I just say this? If you have doubts about taking the vaccine and you don't want to take it, okay. That's your choice. But don't try to influence other people as to what they may or may not do with their bodies or what they would do with their families. It's not, I don't know when people don't have a medical license or studied in disease control, why they think they have the business to send information going, take zinc and do this and do that, when you have no qualifications whatsoever for that. To me, that just, I'm going to tell you, it burns my butt. It makes me mad.
I can tell.
Because you're not a doctor. You haven't studied any of this. You're passing along information that somebody passed along to you, and then again it goes back to the gosh darn internet. You don't want to get a vaccine? Don't get one. Don't try to convince me not to get one with some bogus baloney, and I almost used a bad word there.
I'm glad you didn't.
I am too. I'm going to take a time out.
From indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-721-4880. That's 800-721-4880. 800-721-4880. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
It is 9:10, 9:11. Our conversation continued there. I apologize off the air. More good news stories here for you, though.
Oh, good. I like good news stories.
Injured goose turns out to be a decoy.
Oh, no.
Yes. Firefighters in Monroe, Michigan, raced to a frozen river last week after getting a call about an injured goose. The first responders thought they would be rescuing a bird in distress.
Sure.
As they got closer, they realized it was merely a decoy used for hunting. But here's the good news part of the story. The fire chief said he called it a good training session and said everyone can sleep well knowing a bird was not suffering. But they turned it into a training session rather than getting all upset about it.
That's nice. Now, that's looking at the situation glass half full instead of glass half empty.
Exactly. Job opportunities in this area continue to amaze us when we read the news in other parts of the world. Nebraska's unemployment rate, somewhere around 3%. That's unreal compared to other places. What that means is you folks out there can watch for good jobs to pop up, and we have some for you here on The Breakfast Show and also on the jobs page on Sandals Express.
Yeah, here's what's listed for you at this moment. The Nebraska Judicial Branch is still accepting applications for a full-time assistant clerk to work primarily in the county courts of Garfield, Valley, and Wheeler County. The successful candidate will be responsible for data entry and will work with court records, accounting, judges, and the public under the direction of the clerk magistrate. The assistant clerk may be assigned deputy authority and responsibility for the offices in the absence of the magistrate. The hiring rate for the position is $17.28 per hour. Please visit statejobs.nebraska.gov because you have to apply online. So go to statejobs.nebraska.gov for more details and to submit your application. Deadline to apply is February 5th. Also, Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership continues to list a couple of job opportunities. One is for an infant-toddler home visitor, and the other is for an infant-toddler cook. Both positions are 40 hours per week year-round in Broken Bow. Some great benefits come with the position, including health, dental, life, and vision insurance, an exceptional PTO plan, and retirement is available as well. Qualified individuals for both positions must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a valid Nebraska driver's license, and a working phone. To find out more, you can contact the Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780, extension number 105, or you can apply online at their website, which is centralnebraskacap.com.
Thank you, Brent. We need to get a hold of Jeremy this morning. I'm going to see
Jeremy Shipe?
Yeah.
Have you seen the I guess you'd call it the guessing game going on our Facebook page right now?
Yeah. You can describe that.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal, folks. This would have been Wednesday, I believe. Of course, we had all the snow come in on Monday and Tuesday. It collected in different areas of our parking lot. And so, anyway, a member of the staff hopped in the car on Wednesday and was pulling out of the parking lot area and just backed straight up into a snowdrift. And I was here working inside. Gavin was here working inside. And the request came to the two of us, can you guys come help push us out? And so we went out, and there's the car, just the back end basically engulfed in a snowdrift. So Gavin and I go out, and being the strong, amazing individuals that we are, easily push the car out, and this person was able to take off. Okay? Needless to say, the person has kind of taken a little ribbing, maybe, for this from other staff. But we thought it would be fun to get our listeners involved. And so we have posted on Facebook, our Facebook page, pictures of the car stuck and pictures of Brent and Gavin pushing it out. So our question is basically this. Now, obviously, Brent and Gavin, neither one of us were driving because we were pushing.
Right.
Okay? So the question is, who do you think is the staff member from KCNI KBBN that backed into the snowdrift and got stuck?
What are our choices?
Well, the choices are Dave, Jeremy, Christy, Shannon, Kristen, and Jeff Bailey. Those are all the other staff members who work here on a regular basis, other than Gavin and I, because the pictures show Gavin and me push. Actually, looking at the picture, it really appears as though I'm the only one pushing, to be honest with you. I mean, Gavin's just kind of standing there. But so anyway, we thought we'd have a little fun with this, and we have posted it on our Facebook page. And if we can get Jeremy in, I'm guessing he could probably update you with the way the votes are looking right now. But if you go to Facebook, you'll have a choice of an emoji. And then you just click that emoji to vote for the person you think is behind the wheel.
Is that you, Jeremy?
Yes.
Oh, good. We were just, Brent was just describing the contest you have going on right now as to who was driving the car that backed into the snowdrift. Do you have any results on that right now?
As far as who has the most votes?
Yes.
I think Shannon was running away with it by a lot.
So people think Shannon was the one who backed into the snowdrift, probably because she left the car running a couple of times.
She seems to have a reputation when it comes to the vehicles, yes.
All right. And I was thinking about this. I would think you would concur, you and Brent, but I've never seen Jeff Bailey drive a station car before, so I think people probably aren't selecting Jeff because they've never seen him in the car.
I think you're right. So looks like Shannon has 40 votes. You and Christy are tied with 23 votes each.
What? That is...
And there are 2 votes for me as well.
Oh, Jeremy actually got a couple of votes.
You got a couple votes?
Yep, I got a couple votes. And then in the comments, there's a few more votes for you and Christy as well. They didn't use the official voting method by leaving a reaction on the post, but they just commented who they thought it was down below. And then Bonnie Myers actually said she thought it was Dave, but then she said, but he probably blamed Christy.
Well, there is something to that, isn't there?
Now, hey, Jeremy, this is Brent. Can you hear me?
I can hear you when you talk loud.
Okay, I'll kind of talk louder. Hey, are we going to have a reveal as to who the actual staff member was?
Yeah, we can probably do that. I don't know. I guess we can, whenever you guys want to do that, we can.
You want to leave the voting open for a couple of more days?
Yeah, it'll remain open for forever because it's not an official poll.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
We can reveal it whenever you want. We can reveal it right now.
Oh, that's all right. Let's let some more people vote.
Okay.
I don't want to be tied with Christy.
Yeah. We'll see. You might. I don't know. You kind of made a little comeback, Dave.
What do they think? I can't drive?
I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's a question of whether someone can drive or not. It's just a question of whether or not they were paying attention to where they were.
Yeah, well, that can happen, especially when the big old snowdrift there. So thanks, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's the update on that. We'll have more right after these words.
Napa know-how.
Sun up to sundown. That's the average working day of farmers, truck drivers, and construction workers everywhere. And Napa is here to help you get the job done. During our Napa Gold Filter Sale, February 1st through the 13th, bring in a list of your equipment's oil, air, fuel, and hydraulic filters. We'll stock you up and save you some of your hard-earned cash. So what are you waiting for? Daylight's a-burnin'. Head to Winquest for their Napa Gold Filter Sale, February 1st through the 13th at Winquest Incorporated, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sounds crazy, right? Well, the crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-761-0000. 800-761-0000. 800-761-0000.
And a disclaimer, too, on the contest that was just described and Jeremy just reported on. Kristen was not here during that period of time because she was on
that's correct.
medical leave. So I guess Kristen and Jeff are off the hook. But I do take a little bit of offense to the fact that I'm tied with Christy Wells. You ever seen her drive?
I've been in the car with her driving.
Good God. To win a gift card from Awards and More here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. $25 card. Now, how we're going to do this morning, I'm not going to play the song.
You're not?
No, I'm not going to play the song because
thank you.
I guess you knew what happened in that song.
It's been explained a few times. You've played it a few times.
Yeah.
But then, I've always enjoyed the commentary that seems to go along with the song where you reiterate the story of the song. So,
well, tell Laura I love her if you're familiar with that. I wondered, the question was, what was the gentleman's name? Brent thought maybe the gentleman who was injured and fatally injured in the stock car race was Rob or Robbie. We also know that back in the day, during that period of time, there weren't a lot of seat belts being used. And even in stock car racing, they may not have had adequate seat belts. But I don't even know if he had a seat belt because he wasn't planning on stock car racing. He just was driving by and saw the sign. Well, never mind. I'm not going to go any further with that.
Okay, thank
you. But you know what? It's Monday. We've been trying our best to look at the bright side of things. We'll take the first caller at 872-2801 that would like to go on the air with us and just tell us the bright side, just the half cup full.
Now, what are you happy about today?
Yeah, there you go. What are you happy about today?
Yeah.
What love are you going to spread today? What are you happy
Hey, there
about?
you go. I like that idea.
Because this is the Love Local promotion. So the phone line is open. I'm just going to watch and wait for you to call at 872-2801. You call in and let us know what's making you happy today. Brent's got some information for you while I watch the phone.
Yeah, of course, today's gift card giveaway is from Awards and More, downtown Broken Bow on the west side of the square. And, hey, we got Valentine's Day coming up. Here's a great way to personalize your Valentine, the perfect gift. And you can even create a personalized label on a bottle of wine. They can do all kinds of neat things for you at Awards and More. And we're going to find out who's going to win a $25 gift card to Awards and More right now.
And we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Who do we have on the phone?
This is Brenna.
Brenna, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Do you mind giving us your full name?
McKinney, Linda McKinney.
Oh, Linda.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Linda. All right. So what is making you happy today?
The sunshine and warmer weather.
Amen to that.
Amen, yeah. Good one. Good one. All right, we've got your name on the card. If you or your handsome husband can come out and pick it up, we'll have it here for you, and you can go use it at Awards and More.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Lana. Take care.
You too.
Bye. She's right.
Isn't it amazing how the weather affects our attitude?
Big time.
Doesn't it?
Big time.
It goes a long way in, as far as how you feel.
Yes. So we hope you have a great Monday. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30 to spend some time with you. Join us if you can. Brent will not be here tomorrow because he's going to be heading towards the wrestling mats with Mr. Crawley.
Yep.
And so I'll be solo here, or Jeremy might jump in with us here, and Gavin. Plenty of folks around here to help. And we'll have a Tuesday show, and then we'll go to wrestling on KBBN tomorrow, right?
That's right. Yep. MNAC Wrestling Tournament. We'll have all the matches for you tomorrow right here on KBBN Radio.
And tomorrow night, Lexington is hosting Broken Bow in girls and boys basketball.
Correct. And we'll broadcast those on the radio on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. And the plan is to video stream as well, assuming everything works well from the gymnasium. We'll try to have a live video stream with the radio call for you available, and that'll be tomorrow. Broken Bow and Lex girls and boys basketball.
Have a great day, everybody.